Aries, it's Missy Gordon, the Meta Mystic here. Welcome to your reading for June. This is a 4-card spread. Okay, why are you nervous? I'm going to leave this in because I think this is part of the message. Why are you nervous? I've done this 1,000 times. I'm saying me, like I've literally been on the internet since before 2009 when YouTube was like not even what it is today at all. I think that you are approaching something, Aries, that you have done in other ways many times, but I think you're entering into a new arena, but you're taking all of your skills with you. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're taking all of your skills, but it's a new arena. New arena. You messed up my awesome opening shuffle, Aries. I have a whole thing here, Aries, where I'm doing my little opening speech and everything. But I think that's how you're going to feel. It's like you're so used to something that it's second nature to you. And somebody else would be like, how are you doing that to you? But you don't feel that way because for you, there's something new and different here. And I'm not sure what it is yet. All right, back to center. See, I was going to do my whole thing where I cut the deck and we do the breath, back to center. You know, Aries, you always got to mess me up, don't ya? Okay, we're going to get right into it, Aries. We have 4 cards here. But first, I'm going to shout out winningpond.com. So we are starting out, Aries, with the Knave of Wands and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. In this deck, the knaves are the pages. So the Page of Wands with the High Priestess, it's like you know exactly what you need to do, exactly where you need to go. And the Page of Wands is an adventure. And it's like you don't know all the answers, you don't know all the details. But look, if you can see it in the camera, on this guy's hand, there's tattooed on his hand this envelope. It's like with the High Priestess, there are secrets here where you're going. Secrets is the wrong word. There are unseen elements, but at the same time, it's like, but you have the envelope in your pocket. It's also giving like you have something up your sleeve sort of a thing. Maybe you even forgot that it was there. All right, Aries, card number 1. For June, we have the King of Coins. This could be something financial here, Aries, or this could just have to do with your stability. I do find it interesting that this King of Coins is holding this kind of emerald. There's the coin here, but there's an emerald here, which the emerald color talks to me about heart chakra. So there's something here about following your heart, and that is what will lead you down your path. Because look, we have the Lovers here with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I don't want to get too deep into the deck here, Aries, but there's something here about following your heart that's going to lead you to great happiness. And maybe that's what you feel is kind of throwing you off, is that you've done something so many times, but maybe there's like something new that enters, or you enter into a new situation that you feel like you're unqualified for, but you're not. Because with the King of Coins is very stable. There's a very stable energy here. So let's get card number 2. And see what else we're working with here. Remember, we're doing kind of the past, present, and then our 4th card is what's to come. So this is where you are now. That's why I'm saying it so confidently to you. Like, you are stable. And I feel like some of you are saying, like, I don't feel super stable in, like, all the areas of my life. But that's just because you're literally, like, on the road. Have you ever gone on a really long road trip, Aries? Like, I'm thinking of all the times when I was younger I'm from Connecticut and we would drive all the way to Florida. That's a long trip in the car. And you'd kind of get used to that car life. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Just take it as an analogy, Aries. It's like you kind of start to live in the car. Like you have your snacks, you have like you only have a couple things. I remember having like a pillow and a book, and it started to feel like this new way of life, even though it was only a few days to get there. Like the adventure, to me, I found that the adventure to get to Florida was actually more fun than the actual vacation itself. So that's for somebody. Whatever this is, Aries, you can do this. You are like overqualified for whatever this is. Like you've been doing this for years. King of Coins doesn't just appear as the freaking King of Coins. Like you have built something up. I'm seeing like building a house. You have built some sort of a house, and I feel like you're saying to me, yeah, but it was a house of cards. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the King of Coins. It is stable. It does have a good foundation. Like, I think that you were maybe thrown off here, and we're going to get another card here, Aries, because I am seeing Jenga, like someone pulled something out. I'm also seeing somebody pulling the rug out from under you, but even in that, Aries, it's almost as if that happened for your benefit. Like, maybe something did come down. But this is the thing. It's like it just made you more strong. It made you more capable to withstand bigger storms, is what I'm getting. And I don't usually get that on the King of Coins, but I'm getting it for you, Aries. Card number 2. There you are. The Emperor. Like everything we were just talking about. It's like I feel like you're kind of in this Knave of Wands where it's like you have all this heavy intuition behind you. And it's not even like an insecurity. You're not insecure here, Aries. It's more just like I said, it's kind of like a rug being pulled out from under you, and maybe that kind of made you feel like you're not stable. But it's almost like what I'm seeing is it's kind of like you were purposely thrown to the wolves here, Aries, because with this Emperor energy, I think the universe was just sitting back with their popcorn and they're just like, I wonder what Aries is going to do. Because this is you, the Emperor, literally, like the Emperor represents Aries, but it's more than just the fact that it's your sign on this card. What I'm seeing here, Aries, is like, see how relaxed this Emperor looks as well? It's like that's what I'm getting again. It's like you've been doing something for a long time. King of Coins, Emperor, very advanced, I want to say. And yet you're kind of showing up in the world or in a new endeavor as this Knave of Wands here, Page of Wands, which this is like the trainee that's learning from the Emperor. So I think all this is that the universe wanted you to see that, like, no matter what happened, you could just... It's giving, like, if something fails, like, for some reason I'm thinking of, I'm sorry, Aries. I was up until the sun came up this morning. I don't know what's been going on with my sleep schedule, but I've just been, like, working all through the night because I haven't been able to sleep. So forgive me, Aries. But anyways, what I'm seeing with this is, come to me. Hold on, Aries. Maybe you should do this. See how I'm just pausing for a second. And remember who you really are. What I was going to say, Aries, is James Altucher. I was going to talk about him for a second. It's like, when I read his book, Skip the Line, I've read a lot of people's book. I've read a lot of very successful people's books. And the theme that I've learned the most throughout, speaking of emperors in the world, is especially somebody like James Altucher, because he's such a wacky character, and I really I really love him. I feel like if you just watch him on an interview, you're just like, this guy is totally an Aquarius. But anyways, he did so many different things. It's like crazy. And I feel like what the universe wants you to understand is you can take things less seriously. Like, so what if somebody pulls out your Jenga piece and the whole thing comes crashing down, Emperor? It's giving James Altucher. It's like you just keep reinventing, and you just end up the Emperor again. It's like somebody could pull out the rug from under you, you end up the Emperor again. And I feel like the time between these like mishaps, quote unquote, are they mishaps, or are they really just kind of like when you're building your muscles and the muscles like break down but they're building up? It's like what I'm seeing here is it's doing is just making you stronger. You're becoming like a mega emperor is what I'm getting here, Aries. Like, you're becoming a higher level version of yourself. Even with this bird here, that's with the Emperor on this card. So anyways, Aries, my point is that you maybe feel like you're this Page of Wands because you're kind of starting in some sort of a new thing again, or it's hard to put my finger on what this is. This could be really anything. This could be in business. This could be in a relationship. This could just be even in like your routine, whatever this is, Aries. I think the universe wanted you to see no matter what happens in life, you will just always come back to being this Emperor, no matter what happens, because that's just who you are. That's your essence. You will always climb back out of that hole, no matter how dark it gets, is what I'm getting here, Aries, and you will always find your stability again. So card number 3 is the Fool. Exactly. Everything we were just saying. It's like things can come crashing down, and it's like you just begin as the Fool again. And maybe that's why you're feeling kind of like a noob here with the Page of Wands. But no. That is not the case. We also have Gemini energy here, Leo energy. That is not the case at all. You are wise beyond your years, I want to say, and I'm hearing like it doesn't matter like what age you are. It's like I'm seeing like past lives. I'm seeing like many versions of yourself as well as even in this life. It's like you've just reinvented yourself. And is it really a reinvention with the Emperor? Because the Emperor is not necessarily, a card of reinvention, but it's like you just kept getting stronger. I just keep seeing that again. And with this Fool energy, it's like everything we just talked about. Like, I don't look at these cards. They're face down. I know you can't see my table, but like I'm not looking at any of these cards. I put them face down and I open them up live with you. So everything we just talked about going into a new arena, about starting it from scratch again, It's like the universe is playing a game with you. Not like they're playing games, like mind games. They're trying to almost like loosen you up here, Aries, and it's like kind of getting you in the ring. Like you're in the boxing ring, and they're like, "Come on, Aries, like let's do something new. Let's start something new again with this Page of Wands here. Let's, you with this envelope here, it's like you have this list of all of the information that you like need. This is like your what do I call this? Portfolio's not right. It's just a collection of like knowledge that you've carried with you with this High Priestess. We have Pisces, Gemini, Leo energy here. So you could have those in your chart as well. But what I'm seeing here is you just have such an extensive amount of previous knowledge in many different categories, which is very Gemini. Like, anyways, so now that we have this is you right here, past and present, this is who you've been. So if you've forgotten, Aries, this is what these readings are all about. Back to center, because I feel like there's been a bit of a shakeup here. And I know I don't have any really cards. I don't have the Tower or anything like that, but I just felt that. It's like on this King of Coins, it was giving me you craving some sort of stability, or things to be more stable in lots of areas of your life. Because see how the Emperor is looking at the King of Coins? But this Fool is looking the other way. So it's like the Emperor is looking at, it's like he's always like taking care of his garden, but at the same time he's always kind of peeking out to the next like really adventurous thing to do, you know? And I really love that, Aries, and that's so you. That's so your energy. So finally, now let's go into where we are headed, Aries. Card number 4 is the Hierophant. Wow. People are going to want to learn from you. Everything that we just talked about, and look at this Hierophant, like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, Aries, but his eyes, it's like they're full of love. Usually the Hierophant kind of has a stuffy look about him on some of the decks. This Hierophant, these two that are coming to the Hierophant, they're looking up to him like a father. I feel like you have this fathering energy, Aries, here. His eyes are just so kind. I don't know if you can see it, but he just has these beautiful, beautiful, like, kind eyes. And what I'm seeing is it's like you're taking everything that you've learned, like the word almanac keeps coming through for me. It's like everything that you have understood about the world, about how you've rebuilt yourself, reinvented yourself again and again and again, no matter what's happened. You end up back at this Emperor again. You take the risks to learn new things and try new things. It's like no matter what happens, it's like you end up back on top again, stronger than ever before. And people are like, how the hell did Aries pull this off again? And what I'm seeing is it's like you've matured to a point to where now you are able to truly teach other people how you did this. And I feel like you could be writing a book, you could be creating classes, you could be taking your career or your mission to the next stage that it was always intended to go. And I think that that's what this kind of newbie energy is. You're not a newbie. Pisces, Gemini, Leo, you're not a newbie. But, and if those signs don't resonate, they don't resonate, but they're for somebody. This Page of Wands, it's saying this is what people love about you. Think about a Hierophant and an Emperor where people know that they are just like the boss. They are the teacher. They are the leader. But they come out with this fun, playful energy, this Page of Wands. It's like you want to learn. Like, have you ever had a really like fun teacher in school? It's like all these old stuffy teachers, like the kids just want to get out of the class, but then they come to Mr. Roberts' class, whatever, and Mr. Roberts comes in like the Page of Wands, and everybody's listening because they love Mr. Roberts. Like, they actually want to go to class. That's what I'm getting here. And with this kind of Leo sun energy, it's like people want to be around you. Your energy's infectious. You are a fatherly type teacher in a very playful way where people laugh, people have fun. This is like the child that never grows up. You're very creative, you're very fun, you're very playful. This is like the playful Hierophant, the kind, loving Hierophant that actually looks at the students, the people that are coming to him, and treating them almost like they're his own children, like his own. And he wants them to become as successful as he is. That's what I'm seeing here, Aries. And this energy is just so inspiring. Like, I feel like I'm at some sort of a conference where I am just leaving, like, you know, when you go to a conference and there's like an intermission for lunch and you're just like talking to the people that you're with about how inspiring the conference is. You have like your notes out that you took and you're thinking like, wow, I can do anything. I can do anything that I set my mind to do, and I really can do it. It's not just a pipe dream. I can make this a reality. And I feel like that's what you're teaching people if you're writing a book. If you are taking your career or your ideas to the next level with this Hierophant energy here, this is a climbing energy, and it's a spiritual energy as well. And the fact that we do have the high priestess and the hierophant here, very, very spiritual. And with the lovers, you could, as just one final side note, also be attracting some sort of a divine spiritual union here that will support you in these dreams, and will probably also be doing something similar, because if they're the high priestess and you're the hierophant, or vice versa, or both, it just goes together. It's like two parallel paths that like it's like you may be doing kind of separate things, but they both go together. Regardless, that's just for somebody. But I love you guys. 2222 on my clock, as I just said that. I'm making these readings a little bit longer this month, and we'll see how the other readings go. But since I have, for the time being, disconnected from my Patreon, I want to focus more on the content here, Aries, and just keep giving out like what I want to attract. And that's a message to you too, Aries. It's like you may have some things behind closed doors with the high priestess here, where spirit, the divine, your guides, your ancestors, your angels are kind of urging you to bring it out to the public with this hierophant energy. It's like you have things to say, you have things to teach. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't be like focusing on finances here, like we all need to make money, but I'm just saying it's like I'm taking myself in some new directions. I'm following my intuition with the high priestess and the page of wands here, just like you, Aries. I do have Mars in the first, so, also in Vedic astrology, I have an Aries moon, so I don't know what to tell you guys, but much love, everybody. It's been Missy Gordon, the Meta Mystic here. Remember, if you are interested in this deck, it's such a cool deck. It is the Tattoo Tarot. If you want to purchase this through my link down below, much appreciated. Speaking of King of Coins, I get a small commission. As you guys know who are into Amazon affiliate marketing, it's like a very small commission, but anything helps. Also, if you ever want to donate to the channel, much appreciated. But I love you guys, and I really just want to like give my all to the work that I'm doing in a new, deeper way, so that I can really, like you are doing, Aries, as well, like step into my teacher role, because I have been doing these things for many, many years, as you have as well, Aries. And I feel like it's time for us to go to the next stage in general, and that's why I'm saying this to you. It's like we've done these things, we've learned these lessons, we've climbed these steps, like with the Hierophant, we've gone through these different levels of like ascension. Not saying I've arrived by any means here, Aries. I'm just saying we've done a lot to get where we have gotten, right? So I feel like for people like us, it's time for us to take it to the next level. It's like, all right, where's that book at? Where are those courses at? It's like we have a lot of information to share here, Aries, and I'm going to end on this. I feel like a lot of the time, because we are spiritual people, we almost have a weird coyness about us. I'll speak for myself, where it's like I don't want to put myself on some sort of pedestal to be like, I'm amazing, I'm an expert. But at the same time, it's like maybe you are an expert, Aries, in certain fields. And Malcolm Gladwell argues that it's 10,000 hours, but we mentioned James Altucher, that he literally, his book, Skip the Line, is pretty much a retort to Malcolm Gladwell's book. And I love Malcolm Gladwell. I love Outliers. It's a great study. But regardless, I do like James Altucher's approach, because he's pretty much saying, like, why do I have to spend 10,000 hours to become a stand-up comedian? I can just start doing it now. I don't have to become an expert 10,000 hours. And what I'm getting here, Aries, what I'm hearing is you've already spent 10,000 hours. So us spiritual people, sometimes we not underestimate ourselves, but with the high priestess, that Piscean energy, I have a lot of that 12th house in my chart. Maybe you do too. Maybe you have Piscean energy in your chart. It's like, not that we shy away from the leadership roles, but because we care so deeply about people with this Hierophant energy, with those kind eyes, it's like we just actually want to help people, right, Aries? So there's a side of us that's like, okay, I don't want to just like market the shit out of my work and just like make it like, hey, 10 points to success. Like, here are 10 things you can learn and know about how I got to where I got. And that's why I'm so amazing and awesome and so freaking successful that everything I do is amazing and I shit gold. It's like, I feel like us spiritual people are kind of turned off by that stuff. Not saying it's not great marketing, but you as an Aries know you're the self. You know that you have to do that crap to get ahead. But at the same time, what I'm feeling here is this new place that you're headed. It's a spiritual pursuit. It's deeper than where you've been before. It's more honest. It's more fatherly, male, female, non-binary, however you identify, where it's like it's gonna bring this side out of you that's a side you've never even seen in yourself before. And that's why that Page of Wands is present, because as you step into this new arena, it might feel like you're kind of a page, but no, you're actually the Hierophant, you're the Emperor, and you're here to teach us. You're here to inspire us. You're here to show the way to people who are looking up to you and like a father, and honestly being like, you're helping me believe in myself is what people are going to be saying to you, Aries. So you have a very important role on this planet. And I just want to encourage you and thank you for who you are and for the things that you have been helping to implement into the collective. So back to center, Aries. Like, you have some shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And I salute you. Much love. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, Aries. Have a great June. At the Metamystic.